When the trailer for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice dropped, I was in the why do we need this camp? I mean, another reboot, remake, cash grab of a legacy title. Really, guys, especially for Beetlejuice. Like, no one was asking for a sequel of Beetlejuice. I have some love for the original Beetlejuice, but honestly, guys, I hadn't seen it in years, and I definitely forgot a lot about it. But with this new sequel on the horizon, I decided to revisit it, refresh my mind, and wow, I take it all back. I was reminded of just how groundbreaking and creative that film was for its time, especially for its time. I mean, wow. So that rewatch kind of shifted my perspective on the new movie. I went from, we don't need this at all, to, okay, you know what, maybe this won't be so bad after all. And now that I've watched Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, I have some thoughts. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm your boy Lowery, and in this video, I'm diving into Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. I'll be breaking down what I loved, what didn't quite hit the mark for me, and why this movie is landed at a Lowery 3 out of 5 stars. So let's get into my review. Look, overall, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, it's an okay film. It's a decent movie for me. I have a feeling though that diehard fans of the original will probably enjoy this film way more than I did, and I can definitely see why. It brings back that nostalgic charm with a lot of the same energy. First off, let's talk about the main man, Michael Keaton, because as expected, guys, he's on form. He dives right back into character like no time has passed, bringing the same charm and charisma from the original film. Honestly, I don't think anyone else could have pulled off this character the way he does. Like, it's so great to see him on the big screen in the Beetlejuice character again, and he just owns everything that he's in during the whole movie. Another character I enjoyed was Jenna Ortega. She plays the daughter of Winona Ryder's character. Great decision, guys. Warner, great decision. It made perfect sense, especially on screen. They looked like mother and daughter, and her performance definitely added a fresh spark to the movie as a whole. I also have to add that my MVP of the movie, Mr. William Dafoe, man. Another great addition to the film. I won't ruin, his character in the movie, but boy, does he steal the scene in every part of this movie. I couldn't stop laughing whenever he showed up on screen. I also love seeing some of the original cast back in action, and there's also like these little Easter eggs sprinkled throughout the whole film to pay homage to the 1988 movie. Now, one thing I really appreciated that took me by surprise about Beetlejuice Beetlejuice was the expanded world building. We get to see way more of Beetlejuice's wild and wacky dimension, and that was a nice touch. It was fun, creative, and gave us a bit more context to the bizarre afterlife he comes from. But once you get past the whole nostalgia and fun of the movie, there's just not much substance in the whole film. The heart of the story, this mother-daughter relationship between Winona Ryder and Jenna Ortega, felt like it never got the attention it deserved. There was definitely scope for the movie to really hone in on that, but everything was kept at surface level, and yeah, they just didn't dive deep enough into that emotional core. My main issue with this movie is that there is just too much happening at once. The movie tries to juggle multiple plot lines, but none of them get enough time to fully develop, and some probably didn't need to be there at all. Take the storyline between Jenna Ortega's character and another young guy who I won't ruin, because that storyline between those two, it had so much potential to elevate the movie. I thought they would go in somewhere with that, but wow, they really dropped the ball on that. And another letdown for me was Monica Bellucci's character and her arc. Her arc was set right at the beginning of the movie, and you're thinking, yeah, she means business. But her storyline goes absolutely nowhere. And with all these plot threads, and there's more, but there's so many just competing for attention, by the time the ending arrives, the resolution just feels so underwhelming. It's the classic case of too many chefs spoiling the broth. And I had high hopes that Beetlejuice Beetlejuice would visually push the boundaries in this movie, especially since Tim Burton's back. He's back directing the movie. You know what he's known for, his wild and wacky creativity, animation, gothic, dark, everything that he's known for. And while the movie looks good, it didn't go as far as I was hoping for. The original really pushed the limits for its time, and I was expecting that same innovative touch in the sequel. And that's not to say this is a bad looking movie, because it's not, but they could have done so much more with it. So yeah, look, overall, it's a decent movie in my opinion. I personally wouldn't rush to the cinema to watch it, but if you're a fan, like a super fan of the original, and you love the whole lore and everything about Beetlejuice, or you're someone who is just looking for something fun to watch on the weekends, then yeah, you'll probably enjoy it way more than I did. So my rating for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is a Lowery 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also let me know in the comments if you've seen Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. What did you think of it? Let's have a talk about it in the comments, man. That's it for this video, and until next time guys, peace.